Howdy folks, my first YouTube video. I'm going to start a new channel and this is going to be it. I work with chainsaws and I sell a lot of chainsaws to landscape professionals, arborists, and even homeowners that have trees they want to get taken down or want something a little custom. This is a little 562xp that I can fully customize myself. The exhaust port is a little bit of slightly ported, about 5%, and then sanded with 600, 800, 1000, and 1200 grit sandpaper. Then the 1200 grit is a wet polished sand on the exhaust port. The saw has a full wrap handle. What is unique to this saw is that this is all ceramic coated black. You will not find another Husqvarna, at least that I've seen online anywhere, that looks like this saw. This pretty much is a one of one. The whole wrap handle was ceramic coated when it was brand new, before it was even put on the saw. The clutch cover was sanded down professionally, all the way down to pretty much the bare metal, and ceramic coated multiple times and then cured with heat. The dogs have also been ceramic coated. I got the OEM dual dogs on there. I have a E72 Oregon advanced cut chain on here. This is pretty much razor sharp. I got a nice really sharp edge on here with a round file. Haven't gone on to square filing yet, but I'm sure someday I'll get there. But for right now, this works. This saw also has a couple more modifications that I've done to it. Open it up a little bit for you so you can see. I have modified the top cover pretty much where I put heat HVAC tape to prevent any melting of the plastic from the exhaust when the chain brake is all the way forward, and just the general under here. And there was a little spot under here where there was a little kind of a burn mark that was starting from heat generating that one thin spot where the different color plastic is, so I did cover that as well. I modified it just how the newer 2021 versions are, with the same exact opening that they have there. I actually took a picture of a factory cover on my iPad and used an Apple Pencil and pretty much made the same exact pattern, traced it out, put it on here, cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and the exact same measurements for this opening and the exact same location as well. Everything's been measured exactly. No corners cut on this saw. The muffler is also fully ceramic coated and is also ported as well. There's a little bit of port work done here where it's just opened up and evened up on the exhaust port. And then on the inside of the muffler, where the cylinder meets the muffler has been opened up probably 30 to 40%. And I actually took the one opening in and modified the opening from a circle, actually two circles, one being bigger than the other, to opening the one circle up slightly bigger, and then the other circle I made into a teardrop pattern where it's a circle and then it kind of goes down just like a drop of water would as it falls. And that gives a saw a very, very unique sound that I have yet to hear anyone else have a muffler like mine. I have tested this saw and it just straight shreds. No complaints as far as power. It definitely gives it more power, and the minor exhaust port job definitely does help with that. I'm gonna tear it down a little bit for you guys. Do some cleaning on it today. I took this out in the woods once and cut a big. It was black locust, I want to say it was. So saw's been used literally one time, and then I kind of just blew it off, but I'm going to go through and fully tear this down and show you how more or less I clean my saws and what I do to make sure things stay running and I don't know, just have a better quality of life and more reliability. The more you take care of things, folks, the more things will last you in life. The more pride you take and the more care that you have with certain things, it'll help. So I'm going to take this bar and chain off right now. Loosen that up. Loosen these up. First time recording this camera angle and everything. I'm just kind of double checking and making sure the GoPro's in a good angle where it can see everything and you guys can see what's going on. I'm going to pop the clutch cover off right now. And this is just after, honestly, one use from being fully clean. It's not too bad. So what I like to do is just blow this off out with compressed air. Then I also have a shop sink as well that I utilize with some natural degreasers and more or less get this stuff looking like brand new. So pop this off. Bada bing, bada boom. This is my shop table. This is what I do all my work on. Absolutely love this table. There's so much room to work with stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it's nice. It's an old office table, to be honest with you. So, now we're going to go through and start cleaning off the saw. We're going to start just with compressed air, just blowing everything off. And then we're going to go through, pop the air filter off, blow off inside there, put my hand over top of it, and just get most of the stuff off of it. Personally, I like to use high pressure. I stay away from all the electrical stuff, obviously, when I'm rocking up, on a higher PSI. But personally, I like to clean around 60 to 85 PSI is where I find the most benefit from compressed air. So let's get to it. Now, normally, guys and gals, I would pull this this cover off here, your intake cover, more or less, where your flywheel is, and I would clean all in there and kind of get it all clean. But I've torn this saw down less than a month ago, and it's been sitting clean under my bed and hasn't really been in any wood or any use, so there's no really need to take this apart. But if this was a very, very dirty saw that had been used for multiple times without being, put on the bench for a clean, I would 100% take all four of these bolts off that I retained, pop this little clutch cover off, soak that in some natural degreaser and some water. Dawn Platinum, that mixture is also really fire if you use Dawn Platinum. It takes off the oil off of the the penguins and the seabirds when they have oil spills. It does wonders for bar oil, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, it gets everything off without any issues. So yeah, there's the saw. I got that all cleaned up. Looking really nice. We'll go over it real quick with a rag. Recently got a bunch of socks for Christmas, so I replaced all my socks. So now I have a bunch of sock rags. They're very handy for cleaning things, especially this bigger, thick wool one. All that oil and everything off of there. Now I leave all my saws filled with bar oil, about 80% usually. Don't usually fill them all the way up. And then I usually let them sit. I'm content with that. I have no issues with that. Gas is one thing I, however, do not keep in my saws, as my saws sit inside. I do not feel safe and comfortable having gas, even though I do run VP premix. It's not as gassy smelling as per se as like a regular oil gas mix if you mixed it yourself. But still, it's not something safe that you want to do. Always keep gas and flammable liquids outside. It's the best thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this up, and then we're going to get back to it. I'm going to kick the compressor on real quick. It's going to be really loud. I am sorry, but I have to get some air going so I can clean this off and dry it off once I finish washing it. So stick around with me, and we'll be right back. show you guys what I like to use for my cleaning stuff. I like to use Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. You find at Walmart and most other large retail stores, big boxes, as well as Mean Green Super Strength Cleaner and Degreaser. Removes tough grime and grease. It's a concentrated formula. I'm not sure if this one's an all-natural, but I haven't had any issues with any metals or plastics, and things come really, really clean. So yeah, let's finish getting some air together and we'll be right back.